Happy 1,000 subscribers, Cancer. Excuse me. Thank you very much for viewing my videos. We have reached 1,000 subscribers, and that is all you. I do not remind people to like, subscribe, and share like most YouTubers. I do not pay for subscribers, and I do not pay for advertising either. So this is all 100% you guys. So thank you again for viewing. Thank you for commenting, and thank you for keeping the comments positive. I know that that's hard to do, especially when we get a reading that's somewhat distasteful. Before I get to this extra reading, I have a few like announcements, updates, I guess you could say. I'm changing the way I'm doing my private readings. Yes, I do still do private readings, so if you want something other than love or more about love for yourself, feel free to email me at the email down below. But I'm no longer going to be going by minutes. I'm going to be going by card count, which is the way I used to do it. Because I feel that if, I try to confine the reading to just a certain amount of minutes, I don't think that's not doing anyone any justice. Trying to squish it in, I don't know how long a reading's going to take when I pull the cards, so then trying to like rush or stretch it out, or just depending how, I don't think that's right. Every message is different, and I think I just read until the message is done. So, excuse me, I think it's more fair for you guys if I go back to that way. With that being said, I do offer 3 readings. They are 3 cards for $15, 6 cards for $25, and a full 10 cards for $35. I think all those prices are very manageable, which I like to try to keep so that way everyone can afford it. I don't think that anyone should not be able to get a private reading just because someone wants some substantial amount of money. Also, once payment has been made for a private reading, it only takes 1 to 2 days to get the reading. Usually it only takes 1 day, but I always say 1 to 2 just in case, my life gets super hectic. Also, I only accept money through PayPal, so if that's not an option for you for whatever reason, unfortunately, I can't give a private reading. But I do hope that these general readings help. Give a little insight. Okay, enough talking about money. Let's see. I am using this deck because there was some confusion. This is a special deck that was made just for me as a gift. It does have the full 78 cards. There are some cards in here that are repeats, but they are marked for the major arcana. And I like that because then they connect with other cards in different ways than a normal deck would. So, I'm going to use this deck. So, springtime. What's love like? I can do other readings other than love again. This is just for the general readings. A lot of people seem to really like this, so that's what I'm doing. But if you guys change what you want to, hear, I will be more than glad to do that. We start spring off with Temperance. Excuse me. So all in all, this is always a good card, whether it's a warning card or an advice card or just letting you know what's going to happen. Balance is there. Whether you need balance, whether you have balance, whether it will take balance, whatever it is, balance is there. And that's always a very good card to have with love, because balance is, sharing. It's, balance through communication. It's balance with feelings. It's, no one's giving too much or taking too much. It's a very good way to start off your spring. And we have the 5 of Cups. Now, with this deck, I don't read things in reverse because generally there is no way to tell unless you mark the card, which they were not marked, and thus I do not want to mark them. But there are a few cards that that I do read, like, up and down. Okay, and this is one of them. And normally, if you picture these little hearts as cups, there's 2 cups that are spilled, but there are 3 cups that are not. Okay, so you're seeing the glass half full right now. And that's good, because normally this card is all about regret. But, when it's in reverse, I view it more as like, not necessarily gratitude, but like you see, that you still have options. You see that, yes, these 2 cards are, cups are spilt over, but it's like you realize that you didn't need those anyways. Those are just holding you back, and you see the opportunities that you do still have. So it's a very positive card, I think, Definitely, and having balance helps you see that. It helps you keep a level head. Helps you, if something does happen and there's a little regret, you can still see, but that's okay because look at all that I still have. I still have 3 cups. You know, if it was in reverse, you'd have 3 cups spilt over and 2 cups up, but you wouldn't be able to see those 2 cups because you'd be so worried about the 3 cups spilt over. But that's not you. You're seeing things positively, which, good. It's springtime. It should be positive. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles, which someone else got this. I think it was Taurus. Excuse me. But, so this is a card about being financially stable, having plenty of well-being, being in good health, being in good mental spirit. It's being independent. Okay. And if you're single, it's being, you're fully stable on yourself. You're not reliant on anyone else. So it could be, ending spring kind of lonely, because you may not have anyone to share it with. Although you do have Temperance here, so there's a balance, so maybe there is someone you're balancing everything out with. But again, if you are single, but you're happy still. I mean, yes, it's a little lonely. Again, no one to share it with, but you are, completely sufficient on yourself, which is very good because you can't get into a relationship if, you're not fully self-sufficient. If you're not, if you're a dependent person, that's not gonna give you a healthy relationship. So you know that when you go into a relationship, you are fully ready, and that's very good. So by the time the end of spring comes, you will be ready for a relationship. You're thinking positively, you have balance, you're fully, independent on yourself. So the only reason why you'll be getting into a relationship is because of the person that you care for, not because you need them for anything or what have you. If you are in a relationship, basically the same thing. You guys are well balanced. You guys are seeing things positively. Even though there are some spilt, cups here, it's still half full to you. And you guys are independent amongst yourselves. So neither one of you are dependent on each other. It's not, a toxic relationship. There's no, again, reliance on either or. I mean, you're just together because you can both stand on your own. Excuse me, but you don't have to. Like, you can, so you don't need each other in that way. And the only reason why you guys are together is because of, your feelings for each other, which is the best way to be. Very good reading. And I hope springtime goes well for you.